This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of June 21st, 2022. Brought to you by That's Good HR. I'm Gary Dick. After years of starts, stops, and legal issues, officials in Terre Haute will today break ground on a planned $240 million casino and hotel. The Queen of Terre Haute Resort is being developed by Kentucky-based Churchill Downs, which officially received the license to build the casino in December. After decades of talk, the double tracking of the South Shore rail line between Michigan City and Gary is now officially underway. The $650 million project will cut the travel time between Michigan City and downtown Chicago by more than 30 minutes. South Shoreline President Mike Nolan says that means huge economic opportunity for Northwest Indiana.
We are now, because we're bringing down the travel time and offering more trains, are giving our residents here the opportunity to tap into those jobs, 40% higher pay premium on average, and then come back here to Northwest Indiana and spend the money here.
The president of Trine University in Angola has announced plans to retire. Earl Brooks, who is currently the longest-serving college president in Indiana, says he'll retire at the end of the 2022-23 academic year after 23 years in that role. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
With one call to That's Good HR, your hiring challenge is solved. It's that simple. That's Good HR is the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Have an HR, accounting, administrative, or customer service position to fill? Trust That's Good HR to make a match that's good for everyone, whether temp to hire, or a direct hire placement. For 22 years, That's Good HR has been handpicking employees and employers through a highly personal and authentic approach that delivers long-term results. Visit that'sgoodhr.com. Remember, the match matters.
IBJ Media delivers business news covering Central Indiana and the entire state. The Indianapolis Business Journal and Inside Indiana Business are now part of the same family. Look to the IBJ for in-depth coverage of Central Indiana's business community, and tap into Inside Indiana Business for stories that extend throughout Indiana. 2 resources, unlimited business insights that help you stay informed and get ahead. Learn more at ibj.com and insideindianabusiness.com.
Unlike other clinical research organizations, the Hoosier Cancer Research Network is the only CRO in the country that operates as a nonprofit. The organization says its mission to help physician scientists bring their best ideas to life is sparking exponential growth. Here's Inside Indiana Business reporter Kylie Valletta.
A doctor seeing patients in the clinic battling cancer is often how some of the best ideas for new treatments take root. But these MD, PhDs are juggling research on top of patient care, so finding time to execute complex clinical trials could be the death of good ideas. But for the Hoosier Cancer Research Network, says Executive Director Cindy Burkhart. Established in 1984, the network has exploded beyond Indiana's borders and now has 300 clinical sites coast to coast. The nonprofit is partnering with powerhouses such as Johns Hopkins, Dana-Farber, and MD Anderson Cancer Center. Burkhart says HCRN currently has about 90 investigator-initiated studies underway.
We are very mission-driven. Our goal is to support our physicians in the best way possible. The physicians are actually the ones writing these studies. These are their ideas based on what they're seeing in the clinic, and they have boots on the ground. They're very hands-on, and they're really an expert in what they're seeing.
Burkhart says HCRN takes the trial from concept through publication. Funding comes from pharmaceutical industry partners, including Indianapolis-based Eli Lilly. Kylie Valletta, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Urban One will pay $25 million to acquire Emmis Communications Corporation's Indianapolis radio stations. That, according to details of the deal disclosed in a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Last week, Indianapolis-based Emmis announced an agreement to sell the radio stations in its home market to the Maryland-based company. This report is brought to you by That's Good HR, the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Visit that'sgoodhr.com for more information. I'm Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.